Okay, so today let's talk about the second type of problems, which are consecutive integer problems. Now in consecutive integer problems, what I like to do is I like to read through and kind of see what they're asking for. As you can see, it says the sum of three consecutive integers is 36. So this word sum means to add. And you might go, what does this word consecutive mean? And the word consecutive mean is like they come one after another, like 4, 5, and 6 would be consecutive integers because they're one after another. Or 11, 12, 13 would be consecutive integers. And they want them to add to 36. Well, if we took our first example, we could see that 4 plus 5 plus 6, it's not going to work. So we could take all these different numbers and try to add them together, but that might take a while. So instead we kind of want to find a mathematical way of finding what these numbers are. Well, if you just look at the two examples of consecutive integers, we didn't know this first number, and 4 wasn't right to begin with. So let's just call it x. We know we're going to have some starting number. How much bigger is 5 than that? Well, it's 1 more. And how much bigger is 6 than 4? Well, that would be 2 more. Let's see if it stays the same way for these next ones. Well, again, we don't know what the first one, that's x. This is 1 more. Oh, and this is 2 more from the first one again. So it always follows this pattern. Consecutive integers always increase by 1. So if we wanted the sum of 3 consecutive integers, we could say, well, if we add x, the next one will be 1 more, so it would be x plus 1. And the next one would be 2 more than the first one, so it would be x plus 2. And that should equal my 36. Well, now we just combine like terms, so I have 1, 2, 3 x's, so that's 3x. And then 1 plus 2 would give me 3, should equal 36. We would then just solve, so minus 3, 3x equals 33. Divide by 3, x equals 11. And that would be my answer. So make sure on this stuff that like we kind of think through that and why that works. Again, we're just adding 1, and we can kind of get this pattern. Let's try another one. Okay, so for this one it says the sum of 3 consecutive even integers is 72. So again, our sum means plus. 3 consecutive means the same thing, but these time they have to be even. So we'd have to have like something like 2, 4, and 6, or like 8, 10, and 12. So let's look at this kind of pattern. So even means like that the even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And the odd numbers are like 1, 3, 5, 7. So they kind of are like half the number set. So if we look at this again, we don't know what our starting number is. This time it's 2 bigger, and then this time it's 4 bigger than the first one. Let's see if that same pattern works out. The first one's x, that's 2 bigger. Oh, and that's 4 bigger. So even integers, because it is half a number set, instead of going up by 1s, they go by 2s each time. So again, if we wanted 3 of the numbers, we know that we have some starting number, we don't know what it is. And then we add it to the next one. And then we'd add it to the next one. And it should equal out to be 72. Let's combine our like stuff. So we have 3 x's plus 6, because 2 and 4. And that equals 72. Subtract 6. We get 3x is equal to 66. Divide by 3. X would give us 22. And then if we took that, we could see if it works. So 22 plus 24 plus 26. And we do get 72. So again, for this, the consecutive integer stuff, I would just write down what consecutive means and then use that to help me figure out a pattern, just kind of like I did for the squares. I think a lot of times for these kind of problems, we just try to find the equation too quickly, and instead of just try to think through logically what it would be and have the equation come from our thought process instead of trying to remember what we would do for it. Okay? So if you have any questions, please ask.